All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is the district finals. Coming to you live in Holdrege, Nebraska. We have a contest between the Lady Dusters of Holdrege, Nebraska. It's about a good 4 hours from Winnebago, Nebraska. And the Omaha Nation Lady Chiefs earned their way here to play in the district finals. DJ Guaranteed, DJ Besame, Jordana, Sinya, and Jeremy made the trip along with Coach Chris. How you doing, man?
I am fired up and I am doing great.
All right, so we have none other than that the ladies, both these teams dropped their sub-district finals, but had enough points to continue on, and they look to get back on the road and punch their ticket to state. So here tonight, we have the ladies that made the trip. We have the Omaha Nation faithful and Holdrege themselves. They're packed to the rafters literally here. I would say there's probably a good 1,800 to maybe 2,000 people in attendance as we get ready. They're singing the Omaha Nation flag song at this time. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure that you share this, comment, like, anything that you can do to cheer on both these teams. This is NSAA sanctioned, so we have to make sure that we call it in a fair manner. And we're also broadcasting on the radio station 100.9 FM, the Big Voice KWTN out of Allen, Nebraska, the official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe. We're going to get into our keys to victory here momentarily. Coach Chris, I know that we had a good trip on down, and we were listening to some Britney Spears, and I said, play the theme song as we came into Holdrege, and then it was nothing but Come and Get Your Love by Redbone, right?
Yeah.
All right, Coach Chris, we got keys to victory for the Lady Chiefs. You said hands in the passing lane. What do you mean by that?
Well, I think for the Lady Chiefs that, they're predominantly like to play zone.
Yep.
And I think that, when you're sitting in that zone, you're a little tentative to kind of get too relaxed. I would just like to see them have active hands in the passing lane, and creating some steals and forcing some turnovers.
Definitely. Also, you said play inside out.
Yes, I think the last time we've seen these Omaha Nation girls play, the Walker twins weren't really as efficient as they normally are in the post. And I think it's very crucial for them to get that established early, get the girls going early down low.
Yep.
And when Holdrege starts to double team or pay more attention down on the block, and the girls will be able to kick out to the shooters, particularly McCauley and Parker.
Definitely. Feed the twins down low. All roads go through the Twin Towers, and they're identical twins. What do you mean by that?
Well, these girls been on a mission from the start of the season. I think going into last year, they knew this was something that they definitely wanted to do, and I think they're mentally prepared, and they're playing with a purpose. And I think when you're playing with a purpose, I think it paints a more clearer picture, and it makes your goals more achievable.
All right. So for the Lady Dusters, we have a couple of things that you wanted to make mention, and I'll get to mine at halftime just to kind of revisit and stuff. But for the Lady Dusters, you said put on the pressure in the zone.
Yeah, they're definitely, gonna have to move the ball, have to pick and choose wisely on their shots, and mainly, the twins, they're really tall, and with their hands in the air, they really force you to take tough shots. So being able to pick your spots, being able to, get the ball out in the perimeter and be able to knock threes down from the outside.
Here we go. The starting lineup look like for the Omaha Nation Chiefs. We have McCauley. We have Desma, we have Daylene, number 15. We were talking about the twins right there, and they are seniors right there so far. Rounding out with number 20, Parker, and she can get going. So you did mention that we got to go inside to the twins and then pop it out for a three for the Parker. She can knock them down. She's the leading scorer. And then number 23 is going to be also starting for the Omaha Nation Chiefs, and that is Grant. Now we're going to talk about a little bit about the Dusters here. They're going to turn off the lights. They got a hype video that they're going to play right here. This is C16 District Finals as everybody is on their feet at the Duster sides. This is what it's about, man. This is win or go home. I think the motto for Omaha Nation is they didn't come this far just to come this far. And the Dusters, they got their eye on Altown. What you know about them?
Well, for the most part, they got 3 girls that can pretty much score at every level as far as outside on the perimeter, in the mid-range, and around the rim. Addie Stutzman, their leading scorer. I believe she's, their leading scorer and kind of the engine that drives them. They kind of go as she goes. Also, Carson Sundquist. These 2 ladies are upperclassmen, and they really get after it on the glass too. There's 3 of these ladies averaging almost 6 rebounds a game, and I think they match up well down low with Omaha Nation Lady Chiefs.
Definitely. So they do have some height over here. Emily, she is a person that we're going to be calling off often, and that is number 5, Emily Stutzman. Will be getting introduced here momentarily, but all kind of roads through her. I believe she is the point guard. And then we're going to also say another name a lot here tonight, and that is Gracie Johnson, who is coming out of the gate right now. She is number 0, and you can tell she's about 6 foot or 6'1" on a good day. Also, number 2 is a starter. That is Addie Stutzman. She is a senior. And then we're going to talk about the next starter here. That is number 5, Emily Stetson, also a senior. I wonder if they're twins. Same last name, but take a good look. Might be a little bit here, so maybe the battle of the twins. Also, we had Sundquist, Carson Sundquist, wearing number 14. She is a senior. And number 15, Jocelyn Nelson. She is a 5'7" senior. So a lot of experience on both teams. Final thoughts as we head into district champion basketball.
These teams match up so well. I mean, whoever picked these games to be played in the matchups, just a really great job on putting these 2 teams against each other. And I'm looking forward to a super competitive game and probably come down to the wire.
Definitely. So AI had Omaha Nation. They do have a lot more points, as the tip looks like it was last touched by the Dusters. Lady Dusters here. So doing a good job so far, as we're going to get settled in, resuming play. First quarter, and we are officially underway. Omaha Nation District Championship game. Pass down low, number 20. She gets it. Good shot, good look by Parker to start their scoring here at district finals.
What a great pass.
Dusters set up their offense. Top of the key. Defense there. Looks like they're in a 3-2 with the twins down low. The Omaha Nation are. Pass it down low. Nice cut there. She does travel.
Great defense.
She was going to run right into, I believe, Daleen, and decided to try to pass it out, but she got caught up.
And great job by Coach Vogt mixing it up a little bit. Usually you probably see 2-3 a lot, but going to a 3-2 early here.
This is McCauley. She's top of the key. They're going to run their offense. Desma on over to Parker. She gets it knocked out. Turnover. Got to take care of the ball here. As Dusters are on a fast break, they drive down low. They decide to pull it back out. Oh, nice move there. Number 1 puts up a shot. Can't get it to go. She hustles back on defense. No points for that round.
That was a great opportunity there, though.
Here comes McCauley. Passes to the corner. Over to Parker. She looks around. Here comes the cut. Down low. Daleen back to Parker for a 3. And out rebound Desma is. And here come the Dusters. Dusters top of the key. Looking around. First quarter action. Omaha Nation 2 points. Dusters still have a 0 on the board. Good defense by Omaha Nation. Little cut down there. Turnover. That was Gracie Johnson looking for the cut. She couldn't get it. So here comes Omaha Nation. Trying to take care of the ball. Down low. Desma on over to Grant. Daleen passes it back on out to McCauley. McCauley puts up a shot. Can't get that one to go. Hard defense there by the Dusters.
Great ball movement by the Lady Chiefs there on that possession.
On over to the Dusters. Looks like they're going to work the perimeter. Bring it down low. On over. 3-point shot coming. Off the back iron. And last touched by Omaha Nation. I thought the Dusters touched it, but Omaha Nation fans don't like it.
Maybe a little hard for us to see since we're so far up here, though.
We kind of got nosebleeds, but that's okay. Inbound plane coming as outlet pass on over. Dusters, they do have it. Stutzman down low.
Great
Johnson
defense.
throws another turnover. Here comes McCauley. She jumped the pass. Fast break. Parker. She drives. She puts it up. Can't get that one to go. Rebound there. Johnson. Johnson, the tall 6-foot sophomore for the Dusters. Little bunny shot right there for Stutzman. And she got it to go. Number 5, Emily Stutzman.
Just great pass right there on that possession for the Dusters.
Desma on over to Daleen. Back to the top. McCauley, Parker. It is tie ball game. 5:16 first quarter. Parker throws up an air ball. Emily Johnson with another rebound. She pushes it. Dusters on over and the finish. 4-2. Johnson with the finish here.
Really great job by the Dusters getting out on the fast break and playing with a little pace and tempo.
McCauley drives the lane. She can't get that one to drop. Rebound. Johnson, she's off to the races. She goes down low and she's fouled on the put up there. So she's going to be heading to the line. Grant with her first personal foul.
And I think if you're the Omaha Nation girls, you just need to settle in a little bit, settle down, keep the ball moving, make this defense work a little bit. And great job by the Dusters as far as being able to get stops and get takeaways, and then just being able to get out and run and play with a little bit of pace.
First free throw is up and good. 5-2. Substitution number 1, Avery Balka comes into the game. Another senior for the Dusters. Second shot at the free throw line. She was practicing them earlier, and she's good at the free throw line as well. The sophomore. Here we go. She has 4 points so far. McCauley, top of the key. On over to Daleen. McCauley. She dribbles. Dusters playing some good defense. And turnover. Omaha Nation. Oh, here comes Johnson. And the put up and the finish.
Yes, Omaha Nation girls having a hard time, moving the ball.
And they come to their feet here. Everything going their way. So I think it was Coach Vogt that took the timeout.
Yep.
Wow, they have capacity crowd here, and it is a wonderful scene. This is District Championship. I want to say thank you to our sponsor, Taro, of Omaha Nation. We appreciate their efforts and everything that they've made sure that got us down here and did a wonderful job. So your talent, your tribe, your future. The Taro program is here to ensure that the native people of the Omaha tribe have first access to employment opportunities on and near our reservation. We're building effective Indian preference laws to protect the right to work. Claim your entitlement. Contact the Omaha Taro office today. We appreciate that. And Nyla, Cheyenne, Jessa, we want to say thank you for all your hard work to bring us on down. We got some Jimmy Johns on the way down. What'd you think, Ben?
Yeah. I mean, I always have to pay for everything all the time, so it's finally good to have someone else buy something for me.
All right, here we go. Resuming play. McCauley. We should ask him for a sponsorship, right?
Yeah, a couple gift cards, or rewards, or something.
Parker down low,
yes.
And good look there as Desma Walker, one of the twins, is going to head to the line.
And that's what you need if you're Omaha Nation girls, just something, whether it's free throws or easy 2 down low, just something to kind of stop the bleeding right now.
Dribbles, first shot up, and good. So Parker's the only one that scored so far, and with that bucket, another Omaha Nation Lady Chief is on the board, and that is Desma Walker. Second shot, off the back iron, can't get it to go. She thought she was good, as here comes the Dusters on their side. Down low, little pass down there, they decide to reset. 3-point shot coming, and nice rebound. Good position there by Desma. Omaha Nation, McCauley over to Parker. They're going to run their offense. Working her moves there is Daleen, and she scores. The little left.
And good recognition by her. No double team, no help. I got to go.
Top of the key, Dusters. They're going to run their offense. Way outside there. Looks like Omaha Nation still in that zone defense, that 3-2 defense. Passing it around the perimeter. 3:24 left first quarter. Getting it in through there. They got Grimy. Here comes Omaha Nation. Grant, she's looking for, she puts up for 2 points, uses the glass, 2-point shot. Grant.
The bank is open.
For Omaha Nation. Here we go. So Omaha Nation come out with some fire here. It is 8-7. They are down by 1. Dusters gonna look to get a good shot here. On over, down low. Johnson puts up a shot and rebound. Desma Walker, Omaha Nation. Pushing tempo. Parker up top. Pulls up for a 3. Air ball. Last touched by. Looks like it went off the foot.
And that's a great look there. I mean, they got some momentum. You know, whenever you have momentum on your side, you know, shots like that. You know, if you hit it, this place erupts.
8-7. Stutzman, Emily Stutzman up top. Looks for the coach. On over to Johnson. Baseball pass on over to the wing. Back to Emily. Down low is Johnson. She gets a
Good
nice
pass.
give and go. They can't get it to go, but a good rebound. Offensive rebound, and she was in a position. Emily Stutson with another point. McCauley, top of the key. She drives. Down low at the free throw line is Daleen. On over to Desma. Desma, she drives baseline. McCauley, she goes in. Back to Daleen, and she loses the handle. And looks like Parker is going to be called for a foul.
And the Dusters doing a great job of getting their hands in the passing lanes, you know, kind of causing a little bit of chaos and giving the Omaha Nation girls a tough time as far as being able to get clean passes down low.
First quarter action. Dusters 10, Lady Chiefs 7. Under 2 minutes right now. Johnson up top of the key. On over to Emily for a 3.
Good pass.
And in and out it rattles, but it looks like last touch by the Dusters. So Omaha Nation, this place would have been nuts if she hit that shot.
And I think one thing the girls can do for Omaha Nation defensively is they're setting a flare screen on that side over there and kind of getting that corner pass, but just kind of know the screen's going to be there and kind of cheat to the other side just a little bit.
Parker baseline. Looks
Good
like
pass.
a nice pass over there by Desmond. No foul called, and it stays with the Omaha Nation Chiefs.
That was a great look.
Parker she does a lot of no-look passes, and she hits them.
Yeah,
Here we go.
She's a playmaker.
Parker on the wing, pulls up for a 3. She's blocked by Johnson. Rebound there. McCauley's down there. On over. Desma, she pops a little bunny shot. Can't get that one to go. Parker's there. She tries to work, loses it, and Dusters come away with it, but she's in trouble. Right there's number 2, and looks like number 2 for Omaha Nation is Sherman, and she comes off the bench, but it looked like it was a double dribble, but nonetheless.
Yeah, really hard for us to tell from up here, so we just got to go with whatever they call.
10-7, first quarter, 1:16 left. Johnson and Stutzman been doing all the scoring so far. 3-point shot coming from the key. Can't get that one. And it looks like rebound Dusters. Johnson pulls up for a 3. Nice arching shot, and she knocks it down.
Really nice looking shot.
Parker throws it away. Here comes the Dusters. 1-on-2, and they finish. Emily Johnson, or Stutzman, excuse me. Parker, 38 seconds left. About a good 7 minutes between the game clock and the shot clock. Daleen on over to McCauley. McCauley, she's dribbling. Down to Daleen. Nice look, but she can't finish. 15-7. Here come the Dusters. Desma slows the tempo down. Johnson on over there. They got 13 seconds. Baseline drive. Decides to pull on out. 7 seconds left. Emily, she pulls up for a 3 and knocks that one down. All righty, so there we have it, 18-7. Dusters end up taking a good lead there. Omaha Nation hanging right with them, but what we need to see to make sure that they get back into the game.
Well, I just think that the 3-2, it makes them a little vulnerable down low as far as rebounding and then having to kind of be kind of outmanned down there, and I think the Dusters, that's a credit to the Dusters for being able to get the ball high, and then the girls to be able to cut and be in the corners. Because in that defense, you know, those opportunities are there. And right now, you know, those 2 threes are coming from those corners are at the top of the key on a second chance. So if you're Omaha Nation, maybe switching it up, maybe trying your 2-3, something that these girls know and something that these girls can do efficiently. And if you're the Dusters, just stay locked in. You know, this is a very meaningful game, and we've seen in our last couple live streams these big leads can dissipate really quick.
For sure. As we're going to get ready for a second quarter action, we want to say thank you to Taro, also the Omaha Tribe of Nebraska, for bringing us on in. Good little trip down here, and then also we do have some more streaming games coming up, as well as an event tomorrow, Last Bear Moon. So hopefully all the Omaha Nation and Winnebago and all nations come on over to Winnebago's Casino at the event center as we get underway. So 7 points in that first quarter against the sub-districts. Omaha Nation put up 5. So their first quarter action has been starting slow as a 3-point shot by the Dusters. Top of the key, number 15. She is good for 3.
Come on, girls.
21-7. McCauley on over to Parker, throws it away. Here comes Johnson. She has numbers. She puts it on up and gets the finger roll. Good layup there for Johnson. Parker right back at it. Down low and miscommunication with Desma. Couldn't get that one.
And quite a few turnovers by the Omaha Nation girls. I think they just need to settle down, keep their composure, and don't get too overwhelmed right now. A lot of game left.
Dusters everything's going right so far. Omaha Nation trying to get some points here. But first they need to get the task done and stop Johnson and Stutzman. And foul on the take there. Omaha Nation plays a good rotation of about 7 players. At times some of the players don't come on out, but to the line for the Dusters, number 14, the Sundquist. First shot up and good.
And the Dusters just doing a great job of playing together, taking their time, being patient, and that's kind of who they are. You know, they're very patient offensively, but they are able and capable of getting out and running and playing in a fast break as well.
Second shot up is good. Omaha Nation. Parker and Grant, they have 4 players that scored so far. On top of the key, McCauley she pulls up for a 3. Off the back iron, Desma's there. She cleans it up. She got the rebound and can't finish. Look, good look. Just couldn't finish. Another 3-point shot for the Dusters. Nice rebound by Omaha Nation. Pushing tempo. Grant shoots a 3. Oh, Grant! 3-point shot. She has 5 points so far.
It'd be nice for the girls to get a couple stops here in these next few possessions, be able to chip away at this lead.
See if they can go on a run here. Down low, and Parker almost got a steal, but out it goes. Dusters playing some good basketball here. Omaha Nation trying to get something going. It is 25-10, down by 15. Almost got a steal there, top of the key. Working it around. About 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Omaha Nation trying to get a stop here. 7 seconds. Johnson for a long 3. Off the back iron, and she gets her own rebound. She drives, resets the shot clock. Drives in, slashes, top of the key. Johnson, nice moves there, and she can't get that one. Gets her own rebound, puts another shot up. Can't get that one to go. And Desma finally gets a rebound. Omaha Nation. Oh, nice move down low, nice pass, and a finish there. Daylene Walker, 5-0 run, Omaha Nation.
Girls doing a great job of responding.
Down 13, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. On over We are broadcasting live and down in Holdrege. And no rebound, but going to the line is going to be the Dusters. Number 15, Daleen with a foul.
And the Lady Dusters doing a great job of just hanging around the rim whenever a shot goes up or whenever a pass is made. And that's where it gets a little tough for Omaha Nation girls because there's only 2 of them down there.
First shot good for the Dusters. Free throw line. They've been doing some good free throw shooting. Substitutions coming. Looks like Johnson is going to have a seat. Coach Vogt over there trying to cue up his players. Second shot is good. Here we go. McCauley for the Lady Chiefs. Grant, she hit a 3 earlier. She's dribbling, she drives, she slashes, and she got pushed.
Grant definitely stepping up this game, and I think she might be leading her team with 5 points, maybe?
Correct, yep. 5 points. Desma, number 10, one of their top scorers, only has 1 point so far.
And I think it's just a matter of time before we see the girls wake up and kind of get going a little bit. I mean, this place is at capacity. It's a pretty huge stage.
Grant, good at the line, good for 2. All right, 27-14. Omaha Nation doing a lot better in the second quarter here. Dusters also, they've been putting up some points as well. Just a good game. A little push off there, but no call. McCauley jumps back up. Perimeter work there. Dusters, we kind of mentioned it on the way down. They're pretty patient with the ball.
Yep. They really do limit their mistakes and play good team basketball.
Number 14 gets a nice bounce pass, and that's Carson Sundquist for 2. Here comes McCauley. McCauley gets a screen. She pops a 3 off the front iron and rebound by the Dusters. Pushing tempo. Here comes slashing to the go, and a foul by number 15, Daleen. To the line here for the Dusters. Shooting 2's number 1, Balka.
And that was just great recognition by the Dusters as far as knowing that they had some numbers and had an advantage and pushing the ball down the floor.
Daleen with 2 personal fouls. Desma fouled out in that sub-district game, so far, the second shot is good for the Dusters. 30-14. Emily Stutzman leading the scores with 13 points for the Dusters. Down low pass, Daleen, she gets a cut. Parker comes around. Grant's up there. She pops a 3 off the back iron. Desma, she goes to work. Pushes it down. McCauley slashes to the goal. And that is good basketball right there.
That was beautiful pass.
Omaha Nation fans imploring defense here. You can see the shot clock and the score clock as they rumble. Here we go, baseline drop there. Parker comes away. She has numbers. Here comes Grant for a layup, and no finish. Get back. She might have been a little too wide open. Here we go, 3:02 left for second quarter. On around, perimeter work by the Dusters. Little pop shot right there and got it to drop. Another score for Emily Stutzman. Again, we want to say thank you to our sponsor, the Omaha Tribe of Nebraska and TARO, Tribal Employment Rights Office. They ensure Native Americans receive their fair share of jobs, training, and contracts on or near the reservation by enforcing tribal employment preference laws for employees, providing workforce development, certifying Native-owned businesses, offering job placement, and monitoring compliance to strengthen the tribal economy. So Omaha Nation got a spark there. They're putting up some more points, but the Dusters, they're just offensively working. They're in position when Omaha Nation does miss a shot. They get a defensive rebound and then head out to the races and stuff. So this is a top challenge here for the Omaha Nation Chiefs, but they know how to play ball, and I think maybe just settled in, right, Chris?
Yeah, well, right now in this second quarter, we're seeing them pick it up a little bit, but you know, as far as Parker and the Walker twins, offensively, the girls have yet to get going, and they're still in this game. I mean, they're down by 16. Like I said, it always looks like it's a lot, but when you're out there and you're actually competing, and all you need is a couple stops. And when you get those couple of stops, being able to turn those stops into points, and I think the girls could start doing that here and getting the ball rolling.
Here we go, resuming action. You see what Coach Vogt told the ladies here. Chiefs work it around. Here comes Parker, top of the key. Pass on over there to Desma. She drives, she slashes, she looks for her sister. Turnover by Desma. Outlet pass, 3-on-1, and position. And the foul's on Parker.
And Omaha Nation girls, I mean, I think turnovers for this first half will kind of be the story for them, I think, going in. And I think, you know, Coach Vogt understands that, you know, turnovers, it's really hard to come back in a game when you're not taking care of the ball.
First shot put up by Avery Belka. She's good at the free throw line. Some fundamental free throw shooting here. They must really work on them, as second shot is good. McCauley, 34-16. Grant drives top of the key. She's driving down low, slashes, and can't get the finger roll. Rebound, off to the races. Here come the Dusters. Dusters look around. They decide to set up their offense. Johnson is back out there. They swing pass. Back to Johnson. She's looking around. Emily Stutzman, she looks around. Back to Johnson. That connection's been hot all night. Slashing to the goal is Johnson, top of the key. She can shoot the three, and she likes to drive. She puts up a shot, and nice little finger roll for Johnson. Back at it, Omaha Nation. Pass to Desma. She gets it. Ball on the ground, but McCauley picks it up. And it looks like number one was on Daylene, a little too hard there, so she's gonna get called for a foul.
And the girl just got to stay with it. Stay with it, stay with it, keep competing, and try to go on a little run before the half.
Daylene for a little shot, and she can't get that one to roll. Here come the Dusters. Johnson, she has 11 points. Stutzman, number 5, has 15 points so far. Johnson goes to work, and foul on, looks like Desma. Desma, she has one personal foul so far. With 1:10 left here, 36, Omaha Nation down 16. Johnson misses her free throw.
And the Lady Dusters doing a great job in that 3-2 as far as making the Omaha Nation girls work on the perimeter and moving without the ball when the girls go to trap in the corner.
Johnson hits her second shot at the free throw line. About a minute left here in the second quarter till halftime. Parker pulls up for a three. Off the front iron, rebound, Dusters. Dusters decide to slow it down here. Under a minute left. Omaha Nation still in that zone defense. Parker running back and forth here. McCauley trying to get a steal. Johnson almost double dribbles. She picks up her dribble, passes it off. Grant Johnson for a long three, and last touched by Desma, Omaha Nation.
And great job by Lady Chiefs applying pressure. There was almost a turnover on that one right there, and they really need to continue to show that type of urgency on the defensive side of the ball.
A state ticket at the line here, and on the line, I should say. The winner advances to that tournament. Dusters inbound the play, three-point shot coming. In and out, but Desma, she cleans it up. She gets a rebound. 20 seconds left. They push tempo. See if they can get the last shot off. McCauley goes to the free throw line. She tries to drive in. Parker puts up a little 2 and can't get that one to go. There is Johnson for another rebound. On over to Emily Stutzman for the Fringo roll. And the task just got a little bit more harder for Omaha Nation, but they are some ballers. Leading the score for Omaha Nation is number 23 with 7 points. That is Grant. Desmo has 1 point. Parker has 2 points, and she's the leader scorer. And Daleen has 4 points. So would you chalk that up to some good defense by the Dusters?
Absolutely. And a lot of it has to do with, I think, the Lady Dusters understanding how these Omaha Nation girls are going to play them, and that is to get the ball down low to the Twins. I'd imagine Coach Derek Run.
Yep.
He probably put the film on for these girls to kind of show them how these Lady Chiefs play, because they are a threat. They are a for real team that could make a run. And I think that the Dusters are doing a really good job of being active, playing the passing lanes, and making it hard for the girls to get the ball down low.
All right, looks like they're going to be jamming out here, as this is always awesome. We want to say thank you to the Dusters, the IT department, as well as their athletic department for helping us all out and making sure that our lines and all the camera, everything came into fruition here. Now, we do have some more things to talk about. Last night, Winnebago, they did manage to win their sub-districts. We did get a little scare. NSAA came out and that their game was going to be tomorrow, and they play, let's see, West County, or
Douglas County West?
Yeah, Douglas County West. And it's about, from Winnebago, it's about an hour south of there. And they got a good game last night against SCOTUS, right?
Yeah, super competitive game. And against, I don't want to call them a rival, but, I wish we could play them a little bit more, and I wish that we could kind of develop that with that SCOTUS team, because every time they play, it's always a great game, from Cedric Blackdeer's, game-winning 3 to last night, Jaden Painter's heroic performance off the bench.
Definitely.
I mean, it's just a great atmosphere and just a fun game to watch.
Yes, and then also the game is going to be on Monday, so for all the fans in the area, make sure you come on down and support, I think, the Omaha Nation Chiefs and everybody. I see some Bago fans here tonight, and Santee fans, Ponca fans. Everybody just kind of turns out when it comes to athletics, and they support one another. The other one, too, is Bancroft Rosalie made it to a district final, and that game's going to be on Tuesday. You know who that's against?
Why not?
Why not?
And that'll be an absolutely great game. And there's kind of a huge milestone, I think, on the line for one of the boys from Bancroft Rosalie, Mr. KJ Blackhawk, going for his 1,000th point.
All right, so good luck to all the teams, as this is postseason, and this is when we kind of come into action as the Big Voice Radio. We appreciate everybody that asked us to come on out. We want to say thank you to Omaha Nation, Kevin LaHood, the superintendent, Jolene, everybody that welcomed us in here to be broadcasting this. I do believe you got a couple of shout-outs to some of your relatives back at home, huh?
Yes, and they wanted me to not forget the senior nursing home where the elders reside, I believe, and are watching the game. So big shout-out to all the Omaha Nation tribal elders and everybody that couldn't make it this way for this game. We're happy that we could be here for you guys and be able to do this stream, and I think I speak for everybody when I say that, and it's a blessing to be able to be here and to watch these girls do their thing.
Definitely. So I think in Macy, I'm an alumni of Winnebago Public School, but I think they say like Chief Hoop or something, right?
Yep.
Is that what?
Yep.
Put it in the comments. Let us know if we're saying that right and everything too. But we do have a couple things that they really rally on. And back at the task at hand here. So Omaha Nation Chiefs, they are playing a little down there. They need to get Parker going. They need to get the Twins going. Grant has been employing her offense and leads the scorers so far. And the Dusters with Johnson as well as Stutzman have been doing a good connection right there, and they come away with a lot of points.
Yeah, and I think for the Omaha Nation girls, just keep your composure, stay together, don't lose any confidence, because at this time of year, you know, that 23-point lead could go away in one quarter or less than one quarter, but it's about how you're treating it. And I think Coach Vogt is one of the most seasoned, experienced coaches and probably the best coach for the job to be able to take these girls into the locker room and get them motivated and kind of let them know what they need to do. And I think when you get to the district championship game, there's a lot of pressure just because of what's at stake.
Definitely. Hey, we had some comments here. We're kind of monitoring the YouTube channel, and New Orleans is tuned in. They checked in. Montana checked in, and so we really appreciate. And then Mason, Nebraska checked in. So appreciate you guys for tuning in again as the Omaha Nation Chiefs, a historic season for them. They've been doing a wonderful job. They got a lot of experience since they've been freshmen. The Twins have been starting. Parker, she hit her 1,000 career point this season. I believe most of them did, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And I seen a big ceremony for that. Not only do they play hard on the basketball court and the hardwood here as well, but they also participate. The other day I had an opportunity, Textile, they have a group that does a lot of beading. I know the Twins, they dance in powwows. And speaking of powwows, we got one tomorrow, the last Bear Moon Winter Celebration. It's a free family event, open to anybody, and come on over and help us celebrate. Grand entry is at 12 o'clock, as well as we're going to have a dinner. That's going to be about 4:34, somewhere around there. And then we're going to have an evening grand entry at 6 p.m. Again, a lot of vendors. I believe we got over 20 vendors, and it's going to be a good lineup, good day of singing, good day of dancing, and just bringing, you know, last Bear Moon, what it means and stuff is the renewing as we change the season. So we're going to renew some of those connections and stuff. But nonetheless, man, we appreciate everybody that's tuned in. I know that a lot of people throughout the lands here are big Omaha Nation fans. And you can tell if you look across, right across the way, it's a sea of purple for the Dusters.
Yep, all the way to the tippy top.
Yeah, so we had a 4-hour trip down here, and it was a wonderful drive. We were talking about basketball. We were talking about last night, what took place. We were talking about this Omaha Nation Chiefs team. And again, I kind of mentioned earlier, they are on a historical season. The game's not over, far from over. I just know that the Chiefs, they just need to get some stops and take care of the ball.
Yeah, and they haven't been themselves this first half. You know, for the Walker twins and Michael to, you know, shoot the percentages that they're shooting in that first half, that's not who they are. And I anticipate now that these girls have waken up, you know, and I assume that Coach Vogt, you know, gave them that motivational speech that they need to really get back in this game. But it's got to be with urgency, and urgency just means we gotta play, we gotta compete. Any loose balls, we gotta get on the ground, we gotta be fired up, we gotta be ready defensively, we gotta be locked in and ready to force turnovers.
Got another one checked in here. Coach Q said, Macy, rah, 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 Dusters, Ishana. Is that how it goes?
No kana.
They're doing, getting warmed back up, as we hope you folks get warmed back up here as well. You said an interesting statistic on the way down. It's hard to maintain a lead in the fourth quarter. When you said that, what do you mean?
I think when you have a lead, no matter if it's, you know, 3 or 4 or even 15 to 20, you tend to get a little passive and kind of take your foot off the gas a little bit and more or less look to kind of kill the clock. But then, you know, the team that's down, they have this energy and this urgency about them where they're more aggressive. And I think in the game of basketball, when you're super aggressive and you're just playing with that urgency and the other team's not, that really gives you the edge and the advantage as far as forcing those turnovers. And a team gets too comfortable as far as just holding on to the ball, and then if you're not scoring and the other team goes on a 10 or 12-0 run, they're right back in the game. And then by the time you try to wake up and get going, the other team is already just in full swing. And then, you know, it's really hard to you know, keep a lead. Or I think we seen it last night with Columbus SCOTUS having a 7-point lead, and Winnebago boys cleared that deficit in not even 2 minutes. And then for the rest of the fourth quarter, Columbus SCOTUS only scored 2 points. So, and we've seen it in the game before that when Winnebago played Arlington. Winnebago was up 14. Arlington got within 4. So, I mean, it happens, especially around this time. When it gets into March, anything can happen.
Right.
We've seen some crazy stuff in March.
As next week, they're going to make sure that everybody heads down to Leakin. Looks like we got Greece, Athens, Greece checked in. All right. International.
We're getting that big now?
Well, as we head into third quarter action, Coach Vogt down there. I know that the ladies, they want to continue on and head down to Altown. That tournament starts next week. Or next week. I believe on Wednesday or Thursday. And let's see who's going to come away with the win. Grant to inbound the play.
Very crucial for Omaha Nation Lady Chiefs to come out and get a bucket right here, first possession.
McCauley's been running point. She looks over her offense, calls it out. Here comes the play. Parker got the ball. Going to work, Daleen, and she gets it to go. So just like you predicted some stuff last night too, Chris.
Yeah, I try not to, but sometimes it just happens, I guess.
Here comes Emily.
Good defense. Well, and then I think that was great by Vogt by coming in and saying, hey, we just got to get an easy one here. You know, I'm pretty sure every coach, when you're down like that, just get an easy one. Let's just get points. Just get points on the board.
Inbound play on over. Top of the keys, Johnson. She slashes to the goal, and she can't get it to roll, but rebound, Dusters out to three-point land. Can't get that one. Desma comes away. Chiefs. Grant, fast break. She heads to the goal, slows it down. Nice pass there, number 15. She can't get that one. And Dusters, they push tempo. Parker behind the back pass, or dribble. And it looks like might have been a jump ball called.
And we're going to need more of that type of effort from the Omaha Nation Lady Chiefs if they want to get back in this game. Those loose balls, getting on the ground, those plays are going to matter.
Dusters, they go around trading some points here. Come out.
Great ball
Already
movement.
both of them scored.
Great ball
Johnson,
movement.
she gets a little roll in, and Johnson is still rolling from the first half.
Great ball movement on that possession, though, by the Lady Dusters.
McCauley on over to Grant. She passes it down. Parker drives it back on out. She shoots a long three-point shot. Boom! Parker for 3.
I don't even think I can shoot from that far anymore, Garen.
Wow.
That was a deep 3.
Did somebody say Caitlin Clark? Johnson slashes to the goal. She finishes for 2. 43-21. Johnson has 16 points.
Really good job of passing by the Dusters on the offensive side of the ball.
Omaha Nation, Parker goes to work. She loses it. She retains it, puts up a shot, tries to use the backboard. Rebound by Johnson. Here come the Dusters. Down low, little pop, stop, drop, and can't get that one to get down. So Desma gets a rebound, and McCauley heads back onto her side of the goal. Desma, Daleen, she puts up a left-handed shot and a little too strong, comes out, pops out. Nice little battle down by Johnson and Walker twins. Grant comes away with hands in the passing lane.
Yes, we need more of those, girls, more of those.
Grant on over to Parker. Down to Desma at the free throw line. She takes on a double team, passes it back on to Parker. She's going to reset, calls for her a screen. Good screen there. Parker with a little finger roll. She's off and scoring.
Definitely playing more aggressive, Parker, and she's gonna need to continue to do more of that the second half.
On over to the Dusters. Top of the key. Down low, Johnson goes to work. She passes on out for a 3. Number 15, and drops it. Number 15 For the Dusters is Nelson. McCauley. Nice defense by the Dusters. She drives. McCauley slashes, puts up a little shot, and get it. Looks like they track it down, the Dusters do. Here comes Johnson. She heads to the goal, and she gets a little finger roll. 48-23, Omaha Nation Chiefs. Looks like Parker a little limping, and turnover by the Chiefs. McCauley, another three-point shot coming, and it's good from up here. That's number 2, so it's raining threes over here in Holdrege.
Lady Dusters getting hot.
McCauley gingerly works it on up. 51-23, third quarter, 3:57 left. Desma, she ends up with the ball. She pops and can't get that one to drop. Johnson with the rebound. She's looking to go coast to coast. Drives into the lane and can't get that one to drop. So Desma's there with the rebound. She's going to bring it on up. McCauley to her right. She gets the ball. Passes on to Grant. Looking around, post up, and last touch by the Dusters. Daleen had her man post up, but I don't think Grant's seen her. Substitution.
Yeah, she had good position down there on the block. Those are one of those things where you got to see it, got to get the ball down there to her.
So Daleen has a seat, and whistle blows. Referee timeout.
Choka's getting in the way there.
Choka with those hot dogs, huh? Parker inbound the play. McCauley again. Looks like Desma's trying to go to work down in the paint. McCauley stops her dribble. She loses the handle. Off to the races. Here come the Dusters. Down low. Another 3 shot coming from 15. And nice position there by Parker to get rebound. Parker calls for the screen. She shoots a 3. Oh, she drops it. She is way outside, but she is money. Right back at it, the Dusters on offense. See if they can go on a little run here. And Desma.
And the Dusters just doing a great job of just finding each other in the holes in the zone. So, you know, when you're playing a zone, there's usually some space on the floor where you can cut or you can kind of move to. And the Lady Dusters doing a great job of just getting into that space and then being effective with picking and choosing on when to take their shots. And right now, all their shots are just falling.
So number 1 to the line. She's good there. We've been talking about we're admiring their free throw shooting for the Dusters. I don't think they missed much. I know Johnson had 1 miss. McCauley. Johnson does have 18 points, and Emily Stutzman has 17. McCauley worked it around. Desma, she pops a 3. Oh, and she's good. Desma Walker for 3.
Girls gonna need to string some stops together to end this quarter.
Desma leading the scorers right now with 10. She's in double digits. Look like a travel, but they pop it back out. Dusters working with it. Driving down low. Turnover, Omaha Nation. Here they come. Parker. She's on a fast break. She ends up scoring and 1. She's going to head to the line.
And great job by Michael as far as being able to see the defender, being able to get her on her hip, being able to use her body as a shield to keep her body as a shield to keep the defender on one side and the ball on the other to be able to get it in 1.
Looks like she's grimacing a little bit. She is in some pain, but she's playing through it. She's in her senior year, and let's see if she's good at the free throw line. She drops it.
And before we get into it later on, best shoes, Michael.
Yeah, here we go. We always try to get the shoe of the game, right?
Yep.
Dusters working the perimeter. Defense. See if Omaha Nation almost got a steal, rebound, or they do retain the possession, and they do manage to go. Here comes Parker. She's on a fast break, a little finger roll. On a run is Omaha Nation. 53-34. 140 left. Omaha Nation found something here. See if they can exploit it again. Coach Chris said, put your hands in the passing lane. And
Good
a block
defense.
right down there. Macy Hayes.
The freshman.
McCauley, top of the key. Down low and pass, she throws it away. Tries to get that, but she was double teamed. And McCauley works it on up. She has Desma. Desma pops a three and can't get to go. McCauley works for it. Or excuse me, that's Parker.
Boom.
Parker can't get it to go. Dusters come away with the rebound. And a little slow in the tempo here. Wow, that was a flurry of action.
Really great effort by the girls, though. They're playing ball now. They're waking up now. Got to continue to get stops.
Under a minute left. 45 seconds on the display boards. 53-34. Pass it around wide open. Number 15, back iron. Parker comes away with another rebound.
Lady Dusters cooled off a little bit from beyond.
McCauley looking for the cut. She gets Macy Hayes. She goes to work. Puts up a shot. 2 points, Macy Hayes.
The freshman.
53-36. She had a huge block earlier. Did some rebounding and finishes with 2 points down there. Here we go. Around perimeter work. McCauley. She's off to the races. McCauley to finish. Good left-handed layup. 53-38. Omaha Nation roaring back here in the third quarter. Dusters work it. Number 14 pops a shot. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We got a ball game. Omaha Nation fans come to their seats. The Dusters are a little quiet on their fan seat. The band trying to get the Duster fans back in it. What'd you think on that third quarter there?
It all came down to the urgency and these girls not wanting to give up and these girls deciding it's time to compete. No lead is insurmountable, especially on this stage. Now you see the momentum flip. Now you see the Omaha Nation crowd wake up. The Holdrege crowd a little bit kind of on their feet now, watching this lead kind of get trimmed down to 15. But if you're Holdrege girls, time is on your side. But at the same time, we still have to be efficient and score the basketball. We can't just hold on to the basketball for 35 seconds and then not get anything in return. So it's very important that Holdrege girls stay aggressive, but also they've had a few turnovers down the stretch. I think in the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds, the Omaha Nation girls had created 5 turnovers and then were able to score 10 points off of that and really chip into this lead.
Yes, for sure. We're going to go back to our keys to victory, Coach Chris. Hands in the passing lane. We see that played out. Play inside out. We've seen some three-point shots drop because of that. Feed the Twins down low. One more quarter. I said limit the turnovers, control the emotions, and their motto is we didn't come this far just to come this far. Fourth quarter. We're underway here live in Holdrege, Nebraska, home of the Lady Dusters. McCauley slashes to the goal. On the ground, and looks like Dusters come away with the ball. Emily on over to the wing. Dusters, top of the key. Johnson goes to work. She puts up a shot. Nice little mid-range jumper for Johnson. She has 20 points. No fouls.
Yeah, Omaha Nation girls have to score almost every possession now and take care of the basketball.
McCauley calls for the ball. She gets a screen. Pass and go. Daleen back to Parker. Parker pops a three and can't get that one to go. Here come the Dusters, pushing tempo. In the corner, down low, back outside for another three-point shot. Emily, nice three right there from Stutzman. She now has a lot of points, I believe 20 points for the night. McCauley. Grant. Top of the key, she's working with it. Down low, Parker just gets it stolen away by the Dusters. Grant does manage to get it back. Puts her hands in the passing lane.
Good defense.
McCauley. Down low, here goes the work. Daleen, good for two.
And that's what Omaha Nation girls have to a little bit be more patient of, is waiting for the girls to get inside position or get a seal and then be able to get the ball down there.
All right, Johnson just turns around and pops a Little mid-range, can't get that one to go. McCauley comes away with the rebound. Omaha Nation down by 18. See if they can go on another roll. They ended that third quarter on a roll. Parker comes away with it. She pops a three, and she can't get that one to go. Johnson down there for a big rebound for the Dusters.
Great look there, though.
Johnson passes it to the corner. She retains it. She drives, slashes, pops, and a little short. Rebound down there. Pops it back on out. Oh, McCauley, she has numbers. Here comes Parker. Parker for a finger roll. Can't get that one to drop. Lady Chiefs set up their defense and timeout called here. All right, Coach Chris. They said, I'm digging your commentary on YouTube.
Appreciate it, thank you. and I also want to say for the Lady Dusters, great way to respond coming off of that third quarter as far as, you know, Omaha Nation girls being on a run and then being able to go on a little run of their own. Now they're back up by 18, so great job by them. Now they're taking a timeout here. You know, I think Coach wants to remind his players that, yes, we still want to take care of the ball, but we want to delay a little bit. Let's be patient, you know, get into that, deep into that shot clock and make the Lady Chiefs work. And if you're the Lady Chiefs, that activity on defense has to pick up. Maybe bring it to half court. Maybe change it up a little bit right now. This is the last 5 minutes of our season, and it's extremely important for us to play it and leave it all on the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Omaha Nation has 5:23 left in the fourth quarter. They are down by 18. If they're going to make a stand, they're going to make a stand right here. They got to employ their defense. Johnson for the Dusters has been scoring a lot. They have 20, and Emily Stutzman has 20. That's 40 points for the Dusters right there, so they got to keep an eye on that. Dusters do have possession. Here we go. Perimeter work by the Dusters. Dribbling up top. Omaha Nation still in that zone defense. They lose the handle. All right, so step number one, get a stop. Omaha Nation, see if they can cut the lead.
Yep, and I think Coach Volt wants turnovers. Coach Runtz does not want turnovers. So
it's a battle as
it is a chess match.
Definitely. Time becoming a factor in the minds of Omaha Nation fans. Here comes Daleen. She pops a two. Desma almost got a rebound. She couldn't finish. Dusters come away with a rebound. Perimeter work by the Dusters. Omaha Nation still in that zone defense. And no, throw it away. Johnson miscue there.
That's 2 stops in a row for the Omaha Nation Lady Chiefs. On the first stop, wasn't able to get any points, but hopefully on this one they could get something here. When we get turnovers, we got to get scores.
Grant. Here comes Parker. She grabs the ball. Parker has 17 points so far.
And at half, she only had, what, 2?
Yep.
I knew she would pick it up. I knew she would get going.
She's leading the scorers. On over to McCauley. Posting her man up. Daleen trying to call for the ball. Parker does have it. She works it on over. Little mid-range by Desma. Oh, right there's Grant, but she decides to pull it back out. She shoots a 3 and can't get that one to go. McCauley comes away with the offensive rebound. She slashes, and it looks like she turns it on over. Looks like a travel called. So they don't give up on the play. The Twins are right there and made Emily Stutzman travel. Inbound play by Omaha Nation. Desma goes to work. She's working with it, and jump ball called. So good defense there by the Dusters to stop that possession. Desma was looking for the dunk.
Yeah, shoot. When you're a big down low, keeping that ball past your waist just allows, you know, smaller defenders and the defender in general just to be able to take a better swipe at the ball. So keeping that ball high, definitely I think an adjustment that the girls could do down low as far as just limiting those turnovers.
Under 4 minutes left here. Time becoming a factor for Omaha Nation. They still haven't been able to score yet in the fourth quarter. On the ground, some work,
Good
diving
hustle.
around, and looks like stays with the Dusters. So Desma. And we really appreciate it. That kind of almost maybe sparks your rest of your team. If you're on the ground hustling.
Yep, absolutely it does.
On the wing, Dusters, Johnson. She puts up a 3. They work with the rebound there, and Dusters come away a little too excited and foul McCauley.
Yeah, the Lady Dusters, their activity on when a shot goes up, them crashing the glass, I mean, they're doing it almost every possession, and you just love to see it if you're a coach. A team that rebounds and plays defense, usually a championship caliber team.
McCauley down low to Parker. She takes on a double team. Here comes McCauley to grab the ball. McCauley down low. Daleen goes to work. Desma, she's out in the 3-point land. She flashes to the goal.
Good move.
And gets the finger roll.
And what a strong drive, great rip move, putting the ball on the ground, being able to use their body and playing through contact. I can't stress that enough, especially being a coach. I always tell my players, play through contact. Don't go try to initiate contact and flop all around like Quince would say, LeBron and all that type of stuff. Just go up strong. Give me a strong layup.
Sorry about that, all the LeBron fans. Nah, just kidding. Oh, last touch by Parker. So Omaha Nation trying to complete the 3-point play. Missed that free throw. Nonetheless, down by 58-42. It is 3 minutes left officially here in the fourth quarter. Johnson top of the key. Here comes a 3-point shot by the Dusters. Big rebound coming, and they pop it back out. Those tip outs are pretty important. Reset the clock. Parker. Coach Vogt here. Still in a zone defense. Perimeter work by, they're looking at the clock. They got a new reset clock on that attempt. So it's about down to about 10 seconds left here. Here comes Johnson. No points there. McCauley pushes tempo. Parker's there. She pulls up for a 3 and can't get it to go. Long rebound, and Dusters come away with it. Johnson.
Good defense.
Almost. She got the tip out there, but Emily drives the lane. Down low to the Dusters, and a kick by Omaha Nation.
Yeah, and I think you're to the point now where Lady Dusters can kind of just take their time, stay patient. I myself will take a timeout and remind my girls we don't need no threes. Play off 2 feet, get into the paint.
Time becoming a factor. 2:02 left, 58-42. And it looks like a long timeout coming by Coach Vogt here. So we want to make sure that we appreciate our sponsors. Taro, the Tribal Employment Rights Office. Nyla Miller and the crew, man, we really appreciate you guys. I know that they made a call. A lot of the fan faithful couldn't make it here, but we're trying to produce the best broadcast for the Omaha Nation fans, as well as just basketball fans in general. I know that here the Dusters said that they listed our live stream on their channel, so appreciate all the Duster fans for tuning in as well.
Yes, appreciate the love, and definitely great hospitality here. I was waiting about 45 minutes in the line at concession stand, and everybody was, excuse me, thank you, you're welcome. I wasn't even doing anything. I was just standing around.
Good hospitality for sure. Emily Johnson pops a 2-point shot. In and out it goes. Grant comes away with a rebound. So Grant slows it down. Looks around. McCauley. Here comes Parker. She's going to look around. Pops it back out. Long 3 there by, Desma Walker for 3. They're going to set up their defense there. 58-45. 1 minute. Dusters really content to just not take anything hard here, as a foul by Daleen.
And I think once we get under 90 seconds in the game, we have to start fouling, but we have to play for the steal first. And if we don't get the steal, then we can foul. I think a lot of the Omaha Nation girls got some fouls to give.
Whoa. Ooh, that one just stayed bouncing on the back iron for a
Maybe
while.
too much air in the ball. No wonder why the girls can't hit a shot. Tom Brady on the basketballs.
Second shot. Oh, she misses it. McCauley. Here we go. Omaha Nation. Time a factor now. McCauley slashes to the goal. She puts up a shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Dusters. Johnson pushes it. Little two-point shot. There we go. Omaha Nation trying to finish strong here. Parker, she walks it up. Looking for a screen. Parker thinks about shooting a three. Give and go. On over to Desma. Back down to Parker. She goes to work and finishes for two.
Got a foul, girls.
60-47. Emily Johnson on over, or excuse me, that is Johnson right there. Stutzman, and they're just going to work the on down, 35 seconds. Looks like Omaha Nation looking to wave the white flag. McCauley comes up for a foul, stops the clock. Substitutions coming.
And I think we spoke on the way down about, first team to 60 is probably going to win the game.
Yeah.
And I think we're seeing that here right now. And a huge shout out to the Lady Dusters and just coming out and doing what they're doing, being who they are, and having the Omaha Nation Lady Chiefs play to their style and their tempo.
Historic season for the Omaha Nation Lady Chiefs. Looks like it's going to come to a close as Parker, she comes and fouls Emily Stutzman. She had a wonderful game. If we're going to look for players of the game and stuff, 22 points by Emily Stutzman. She has offers to continue on, so good luck to her as she heads into the state basketball championship games, and good luck to the Dusters. Omaha Nation Lady Chiefs, I know graduation's coming around the corner in May, and some of them are looking at offers to play in the secondary level. As 25 seconds roll on here. So it's wonderful. I really love that we get to call these types of games and just that support. Omaha Nation fans, everybody give it up for the Lady Chiefs as their season comes to an end. And give it up for the Lady Dusters as they continue on to the NCAA championship.
NSAA?
Yep, NSAA. Got ahead of myself right there, huh? Yeah, the Omaha Nation Lady Chiefs, they've been playing for a lot. I know that this didn't come away with a win tonight. They just, the Dusters were just right there, just right back on top, out-rebounded, outscored, and a little turnovers and stuff. The Omaha Nation Chiefs didn't get into foul trouble, but I know that they're playing for those that passed on, right?
Yes, and I know that those loved ones that that they've lost in their lives have definitely filled them for a large portion of the season, and I'm a fan, and as a fan I am proud of them, and I've enjoyed watching these girls. All we hear about is the Walker twins and Parker and how great they are, and to be here and to witness that and to see them play in their last high school game, definitely a blessing, and I am super appreciative and grateful that we get to be here to cover this game today.
You folks have a wonderful night. Be safe out there. Drive safe, and we'll see you tomorrow at Last Bear Moon Winter Celebration. We'll also see you on Monday down at Douglas County West, and good luck to Bancroft Rosalie on Tuesday. We might hopefully be calling that game, but folks, we are KWTN 100.9 FM. We are the Big Voice, the official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe, and have a good night. We're signing off, and we'll see you tomorrow.
You're listening to the Big Hour on Big Hour.
As we explore the path of musical righteousness, we will be hosted by the Big Voice's favorite DJs.
In case you miss it, we also have replays throughout the day. The Big Hour features music ranging from artist spotlights, genre hits, and decade classics.
Tune in Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for the Big Hour starting at noon. Tuesdays from 11 to noon, join us as we host Winnebago Talks, streaming live from our Facebook and YouTube channels.
The Big Voice.
Join us in sharing all things the Winnebago community is talking about.
KWTN 100.9
Learn about upcoming events. If you don't have social media, tune in through the radio waves at KWTN 100.9 FM.
Allen, Nebraska.
Do you have a special announcement or upcoming event? You can contact us to be a special guest on our next show, KWTN at WinnebagoTribe.com.
You want to tune in anywhere? You can also visit the Winnebago Tribe website to stream our online radio player at WinnebagoTribe.com with special guests each episode.
Watch us live online through Facebook and YouTube.